Some animals don't get a fair start. They begin life open, curious, full of trust. But the world, or the people in it, change them. Aria wasn't born afraid, but by the time she was found, fear had taken hold. Not because of who she was, but because of what had been done to her. This is Aria's story, and it speaks to every animal who's ever had to learn that love is still possible.
So Aria is quite a sad story. We got a call at the rescue saying she'd been dumped, well, that dog had been dumped in a lay-by a really busy road. And it turns out she'd been tied up in the evening and was still there the next day. She chewed through a lead, but she still hadn't run off. She was so scared she just stayed exactly where she was. I assume, hoping the owners came back to pick her up again.
It's hard to think just how scared Aria must have been. With cars whizzing by, this 8-month-old puppy was suddenly alone by the roadside, too scared to move, frozen in fear for 12 long hours. Until North Clwyd Animal Rescue received the call and rushed to her side.
So by the time the staff went out to her in the morning, we got wind of this, she was pretty defensive, snarling, growling, and you didn't really want to go near her to put a lead on her. So one of the staff actually had to sneak into the field behind the gate she was tied to and lean over to drop a lead on her to then get control of her to bring her back to the rescue, which was a pretty hectic journey back with such a stressed dog. We came back and she's clearly had a very difficult life. We've got no history at all on her. We tried to find out some information, but there was just nothing. I mean, when a dog gets tied in a lay-by, it could have come from anywhere. They could have just been passing through one day. It's really hard to work out. She's not in great shape, a little bit underweight. The muscles aren't that well developed. Marks between the pads and stuff. She's licking the joints, so you just tell it wasn't a perfect start for her at all. She's terrified of everything, and that experience would have just compounded everything for her. So you can see she's pretty uncomfortable just with life in general.
Adam is an experienced animal behaviourist at the rescue, with 20 years of experience working alongside dogs facing complex behaviours, scared by the world around them. And Aria became his latest client.
But it's difficult because her life has just been stress and fear and panic and look after yourself and defensive behaviours. So we're trying to teach you now that life isn't terrifying. There are some positives in life. Each time you go to a kennel, she assumes there's going to be a problem and she backs off into the corner, especially if you're new. She knows a few people, and the few people she knows, she loves. Oh, she'll run across a car park to jump at the one she knows and then shy away from anybody she doesn't know. But it's just another example of a dog that with a dreadful start, abandoned in a dreadful way, needs rehabilitation, and that's where we come in again.
Aria's fear of cars, born from the trauma of her abandonment, was so deep that she couldn't even walk to the bottom of the driveway at the rescue centre.
She's got a particular problem with roads just because of being stuck in that lay-by for, well, at least 15 hours, terrified of cars whizzing past. So we're showing that cars just come and go. So with Aria, we're just confidence building. Everything we come across, I want it to feel like I know what's going to happen now. So when a car's approached, she goes, a car's going to approach, she's going to go past. She doesn't have to worry about cars.
For over 5 months, Adam has worked tirelessly with Aria, gradually building her confidence. And little by little, signs of progress are now starting to show.
So she's getting more comfortable around cars now. She's walking the road for me quite well now. When anything happens in the car park, somebody shouts, dog barks, and she stares, we stop, make her sit, let her learn that this is just a normal everyday thing. And the more she accepts as normal everyday activities, the more she can relax and just be herself. The less on guard, the less alert she has to be. So much of her rehabilitation work is just sitting watching. Which is what she should have done before she was 10 weeks old, but she's had none of this education, so we're just providing it all again for her. If we can make it positive as well, bring in treats, bring in rewards, bring in games, then that just speeds everything up. If we can make her some more doggy friends, she can have some more off-lead playing time, even better again, that really rockets her confidence. Because if she's got a few friends she can walk with, she can learn from them as well. So we're trying every angle we can to just rehabilitate and get that education into her.
And that's exactly what Adam and the team at North Clwyd Animal Rescue Centre did.
We found her some little doggy friends, so we've got a couple of doggy friends. She's walking a bit better now. She's exploring with her nose a bit more, which is good to see. And she's slowly coming around to it.
Learning from her new dog friends and picking up on their behaviours has been key to Aria's recovery. And it's just the beginning. There's still a long road ahead, and the trauma of her past won't be undone overnight.
You can see she's not comfortable. She's on the move, always looking for a way out. Just a traumatic lifestyle brings you to this. So hopefully we can keep the work up, she can keep progressing, and then fingers crossed the family sees her and thinks we can help her out, we can take her on, we can give her the life she deserves. So that's what we're aiming for. But the work continues. We're getting there, and she is progressing. She could be here a while. She's ready to go home. The work will need to continue. She needs to learn about her new world, her new environment, a new family, a new street in town and whatever. But we'll try and do more and more work here to make her more adoptable. That's the key to it. The more adoptable she becomes, the more people will be interested. But unfortunately, big dog. Some people don't consider her to be the best looking dog. Not a great past. So not many people are going to want to adopt her. So we just need that one decent family who think there's a great dog under all that. She's got great potential, that's what they're looking for. And then hopefully she gets a chance. We're aiming for get her as best we can. Get interest in her, do little videos and photos and updates on it, and hopefully generate enough interest that that family comes along. That's the aim. That's what we're targeting. And hopefully, like all dogs, the right person comes along at the right time and gives her the shot that she needs. Because the potential's there. She's clearly going to be a great dog, just needs that little platform to grow from.
Since filming, that's exactly what's happened. After 10 months in rescue, Aria finally found her perfect forever home. A kind and patient owner saw the potential in this dog, who had known nothing but hardship. He visited Aria at the rescue centre every day for 2 weeks, building their bond slowly and gently, at a pace that suited her. And a few weeks ago, Aria finally went home. She's settling in well and continuing to build on her new training. Whilst she still struggles with her fear of cars, she now has her new dad by her side, ready to reassure her every step of the way. There are thousands of dogs like Aria, too scared, too often misunderstood. But every rescue begins with patience, belief, and love. Aria didn't give up, and neither did the people around her. Because sometimes the most shocking part of a rescue story isn't how it starts, it's how far they come. For more remarkable rescue stories like Aria's, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And to learn more about Adam's incredible work, check out the links in the description below. See you next week for another heartwarming rescue story right here on Rescue Vet. Bye for now.